Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to the Marty podcast, where we bring you the most exclusive content on YouTube you will ever find.
The
That's a
most
pretty good opener.
That is a pretty good opener. I was thinking of something else, but I mean, that's pretty good. That's a solid opener right there. What do you think, Storm? Oh, by the way, special guest tonight, right? You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Storm, Wyatt's roommate,
And mine.
and Joe's.
This is an exciting episode today. So, first off, I'd like to start out with thanking the viewers for watching because I like people to support us on what we do and what we love to do. So, today you have your host, Wyatt, and then next to me, JoJo.
Mm-hmm.
He's been on this show before, if you guys know and watch this. And today we have Storm, who I finally got to be on this podcast.
Yeah, this is a long time coming.
Yeah, don't get used to it.
Wouldn't you say so?
Yeah, I've been waiting. I've been waiting a long time.
Oh
for this one.
yeah. This is.
And what better way to start it out with an episode of technology? Because I think Storm, out of everyone in this group, knows the most about.
Oh, no question about it. All right, so let's.
I think he'll teach us a thing or two today. So, how you guys feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good.
I'm feeling great. Just got off work.
Just got off work, dude. We're doing a late podcast. It's 2 a.m. So, right.
Like I don't know if it's
really
I don't know if it's
this
the
time
adrenaline
thing,
from doing the podcast or the alcohol I've been drinking, but I mean, damn, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Let's do this. First topic.
I'm feeling good. I'm still feeling good for my David Goggins book. Which reminds me, if you guys haven't watched the last episode, go ahead and check that out.
It's very good. I shared it on Facebook. It was very good.
Did you share it on Facebook?
I did.
No, you
I
didn't.
did share. I shared it on Facebook, dude.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And I was just like, dude, you got to check this out. This is my friend Wyatt. Like,
Wow,
you got to check this out.
Didn't know
I
that.
liked it that much. Very good.
I'm so motivated. I'm running the gym tomorrow. I'm running.
Yeah, I was going to do that, but I mean,
Too
we
lazy.
spent so much time fiddle farting around. This thing was supposed to start at midnight.
Yeah,
but,
it was. So,
I mean,
nevertheless, let's get to it. Today's episode is going to be about technology, where we're at with it, how far we've advanced, and where do we think we will be?
I want to say let's start with the Stone Age and how far we'd advanced.
You think the caveman
Two.
used iPhones back then?
Exactly. That's now we're thinking. These are ideas.
So I've been watching a lot of videos about people on their phones and addiction and just technology in general. So let's just stop and think about it. How fucking advanced are we with technology nowadays?
Oh,
I mean, like look at some of our game systems we have. How many games are 50 gigabytes?
oh, what do you think? What do you think Fred Flintstone would give if he had 50 gigabytes of memory to play on his PlayStation?
I mean, when I was a kid and I was playing the PlayStation 2, a game was like megabyte, right? Is it megabytes, millibytes?
Megabytes?
Memory
fuck?
cards.
Yeah.
Memory cards are like 8 megabytes. Like big ones were 16 megabytes.
That's not even a fucking skin on a gun anymore. It's like, what the fuck, you know? So, I mean, that was what, fucking 10 years ago, maybe? And now all GTA is like, what, 90 gigs or some shit?
Oh shit!
So, I mean, like, what the fuck?
Golly.
So, Joe, you're 27. Do you remember when the first phone came out?
Oh,
Or the first iPhone?
Yeah, I was gonna say the first cellular device came out in 1985. I want to say, but the first iPhone. Is that what you asked? The first iPhone.
The first cell phone.
The first cell phone. Oh my god. Like the first flip phone. I mean, I started taking notice back in '99. When that's when all the kids.
Yeah, I was one then.
Let's see, 99, I was in 4th grade. No, that's false. Let's see. I would have been 8 years old.
Yeah. So I Googled when the first phone was made, or the first cell phone was made in 1992. The first phone call was made on March 10th of 1876. That was 142 years ago.
That.
142 years ago, the first phone call was made.
Thomas Edison, right?
I actually don't know. I googled it, but I didn't write down who made the first phone call. So I mean, what the fuck?
Probably someone we never heard of.
142 years. Look how far we came.
Look up.
I mean,
not to get. I don't know. I'm sorry, not to get. It's not really even political, but I mean, the book, The 5,000-Year Leap, I think that has something to do with it. You know.
So I mean, like look at Storm's phone that he's got. He's got what, the Note 9?
Yep, the Galaxy Note 9.
I mean, that's like what the top phone, other than the S10 that just came out.
Yeah, it's up there with it.
And this shit's got a fucking pen inside of it. I mean, other notes got pens.
About you saying how far we've come. It's funny because I'm not sure if he actually say this, but it's like I guess like a wives' tale. But in 1981, people say that Bill Gates, they quoted him because there was this PC that came out and it had 640 kilobytes of RAM, and he said that 640 kilobytes of RAM ought to be enough for anybody, and that we would never really need much more than that. And I mean, that's less than dial-up now. That's if your internet's 640 kilobytes. I mean, do you even have internet? It is pretty crazy.
Well, fuck. What you just got the Switch, didn't you? The fucking Switch is more powerful than any flip phone now.
It's fun. That's funny because actually a lot of the phones out now are more powerful than the Switch, and that's like as a gaming console that everybody plays, or one of the big three consoles out, big four. It's crazy to think that your phone like already can do more than the Switch.
Dude,
it's insane to think.
Phones in particular it's crazy how fast how advanced they get and how quickly they advance.
Dude, they got fucking they got what, like 3 fucking cameras on them now?
There's
one for the.
I mean, I saw one. I think it was Nokia that had a 6 or 7 on the back of it that just came out.
But Jesus, you drop it and then it fucking breaks. But the flip phones, man, let's not get started with the old Nokias that never broke. Dude, I mean, I've stopped and really thought about like, fuck, how far have we come with technology? I mean, look at fucking cars, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I listen to Elon Musk and Joe Rogan because I'm a huge Joe Rogan fan, and we've got fucking self-driving cars now. I mean, what the fuck,
It's crazy.
I should have looked up when the first car was made.
Not to go back, but on your previous point of like how you said that how far we've come with technology. I mean, you said that if you dropped a flip phone, I mean, you were good. I mean, as soon as smartphones came out, they were like fragile pieces of glass.
Yeah, but
like so it's like you got to give some to like you can't have your cake and eat it too. In other words, like as technology advances, the more fragile things come. I feel like
get a case.
Unless you have a case that you can run over a car with.
Well, don't they have a phone now that's like double-sided? It's got 2 screens.
Yeah, and they
what?
Samsung and another company, I don't remember who it was. I think it was Huawei. They just announced this new smartphones that can fold into tablets. So they've got screens on both sides, and then you can unfold it into a tablet-sized phone, and they're coming out later this year.
Dude, what the fuck?
What in the world?
Yeah, and one of them is going for $2,000. So it's not going to be something that everybody has.
I'll take 6.
I know Samsung's. It's called the Galaxy Fold. They said they're really, really expensive, but I wonder where phones are going to go within the next even like year or two.
I hope not.
It's kind of funny because it went back around. We have flip phones again.
Wow,
except
that's crazy to think about.
They say history repeats itself.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, but this time for the better. Like, it's like we're right back to where we started.
I don't know about the better.
But I mean,
I've got a huge phone rant that I'll probably go on later after we get done talking.
I'm just saying, like, flip phones from, I mean, 10, 15 years ago to the fucking phones that you can flip out into a tablet. I mean,
like, shit, like, the fucking cars blow my mind too.
Like, yeah, you were talking about the Elon Musk. Yeah.
What the fuck? like he was talking about like how some of his cars dance and shit. They got like Easter eggs in them. They do all this fucking random shit. I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell's a car dancing for? This motherfucker's been dancing cars like with the shit.
The only dancing cars I know is when
In the movie
fucking,
cars.
yeah, the movie cars, like when fucking what's his face came out with oh shoot,
Can't
what's it
think.
called? Yeah,
I mean, think about if you dropped somebody before phones were invented back, I don't know, maybe 100 years ago or some shit, and you dropped them in today's time. I mean, could you imagine explaining a phone to them?
Oh God.
Yeah, if you told someone back in the day that, hey, you can have every piece of information right here in your hand. I mean,
they would think you're an extraterrestrial life force, for real. I mean, that's insane.
like what the fuck? Now think about this one. If you drop someone from today's time, 200 years back,
Ooh.
what the fuck? They're like, where the fuck are the phones? I need to make a phone call. They're like, what's that?
Right.
They'll hand you a rock or something. So, I mean, where do you think we're gonna be in 30 years with phones?
30 years. Wow. I don't even think phones are gonna exist in 30
Dude,
years.
I swear to God, we're gonna have like, all right, so it's gonna be like, see, this is where a camera would be good, but like two pieces of metal, and then you like pull them apart, and a fucking hologram screen is gonna pop out, and then you like close them back up. That's gonna be our fucking phones.
At the rate that things are advancing right now, it's like literally the sky's the limit. In 30 years, I don't think anybody's really going to be able to tell what we're doing in 30 years.
Like, imagine going back 30 years and telling someone, like, this is what's, like, I mean.
Oh, if your future self came back 30 years from now and said, like, you won't believe this shit that they've come up with from where you're at.
So, how old is Drew? We got a guy that lives with us. His name's Drew. And how old is he? Like, what, 60?
That's what Corey was saying earlier.
56.
56?
Okay.
I mean, there's shit that we have, obviously us being, 20s, except Joe's 27, but there's shit
that's
that
still
makes...
20s. But okay, go on.
There's shit that makes him say, wow, I would have never seen that in my lifetime, or I never thought I would have lived to see that in my lifetime.
Mm.
I'm like, so what's going to be the piece of technology that when we're 80 is going to make us be like, damn, I never thought I'd live to see that piece of technology, I mean, our fucking kids are going to be like zapped into an actual gaming war zone or some shit, It's going to like disintegrate them and then like fucking put them into the game or something. I don't know. It's going to be fucking crazy.
I think that's how all our future wars are going to be fought. We're all going to be sent into some fucking like gaming atmosphere. You put on one of those like future goggles or whatever, and that's how we're going to fight our wars.
I'll tell you what, you can zap me into Smash Bros. I'm playing that game a lot.
That would be fun. That would be fun. But getting back to your phone question, though, 30 years from now, I see us all having like microchips in our brains, and we just like. I feel like, so like a lot of the neurosurgeons these days, they don't know everything specific about the brain, but I feel like in 30 years from now, they'll know a lot about our thoughts and how like everything in our brain controls this part. And they'll be able to stick it into this one part in our brain that we'll be able to control when we want to make a phone call to someone. We could just control it with a single thought.
Damn,
that's crazy. But
I couldn't imagine being high and making a phone call then. Fucking doing drugs and shit, and your brain just like goes on a whack or something.
Oh, Dominoes! I need Dominoes.
Joe would be like, "Yeah, I need White Castle, man."
Oh,
I mean,
that's another thing. White Castle will probably be doing delivery.
Well, we got VR2. Isn't 30 years from now White Castle's delivery? That'll be the fucking day.
Oh,
I probably got the Uber Eats. But, I mean, even like what VR? VR is a fucking big thing now, isn't it? I saw that. Star Wars game where you like
VCR.
It's it's like trendy right now. It's pretty niche. It's not like insane. It's really cool, but I'd give it a couple more years. I think it'll blow up in the next couple of years.
What, the VR?
Yeah.
Dude, I want to play that fucking Star Wars game where you like hit musical notes and shit. I'll be playing the Imperial March. Dun dun dun. That'd be the shit.
That would be.
Shit. So, I think everybody's waiting for the question. Android or iPhone? Which one?
Nope.
There's 2 Android users to 1 iPhone user here.
Android all. Android
I
all day.
was an Android user from 2011, 2012 up until mid 2018. But as of November 2018, I switched to the iPhone, and I gotta say, I mean, so far I'm highly impressed.
With your Face ID.
Face ID. I mean, it's crazy. It can identify your face if you have those Bumblebee glasses that I own, those Gucci sunglasses.
It's almost like a mirror.
It could identify your face still. It's crazy.
So, I think people should comment whether they like iPhone or Android.
That's a good idea.
Rack up votes for that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. That'd be pretty interesting to see.
I don't know. Storm says Android. I say iPhone. What do you say, man?
Android.
Android.
Yeah, I think.
But I mean, have you ever held an iPhone in your hand?
Yeah, I've dropped it and broke it.
Well, the key is to not drop it.
I'm getting a fucking iPhone now.
Exactly.
I think I'd go for the iPod over the iPhone. I was watching a video on, what's his name? Was it Bill Gates? That was iPhone, or is it which motherfucker?
Bill Gates would be Android.
Who's the other motherfucker?
Steve
Jobs.
Jobs.
Yeah, I was watching him.
Dead motherfucker.
It was like 2000. He's not dead, is he?
Yeah, he's dead, but I don't know. Just the way you said
dead?
that.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
dead motherfucker.
Oh damn! What? That was a hell of a way to put it, Joe. You're a fucking asshole.
No,
I was watching his video.
Might I say that while I'm an iPhone fan, that Apple has gone to shit since Steve Jobs passed away. Their innovation has been terrible, and Android is kicking their asses up until this point.
I was watching this 2000. I think
they missed Steve Jobs terribly. Go ahead.
I was watching this 2007 or 8, where he introduces the first iPhone. He was showing everybody. That's pretty cool. I was discussing that.
Changed the game entirely, no question.
Yeah, he was like, well, I can't remember what he was fucking saying. He's like, they switched like the keypad onto the screen. He's like, but now you can change the keypad with the touch of a button. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I mean, I remember, man, I was in 8th grade, 2005. I remember, dude, that was the big talk, that there was going to be an iPhone coming out. Nobody knew what it was going to be. Nobody knew it was going to be touchscreen. All everybody knew was there's going to be an iPhone, like an iPod and a phone in your hand at the same time. And that was like
at the same time. I'll take 3. What the fuck? I mean, jeez, man.
It was like, oh man, it was like the next moon landing. Until that point, like nobody ever heard of that. Like it was crazy. And 2 years later, in 2007,
that's another pretty cool.
It is
technological advances, the moon landing, but that was
the moon landing. Yeah,
fucking years ago now.
Right.
It's still pretty cool as fuck though.
Speaking of things that going back earlier when I just want to touch on this real quick, that things that we say like we never thought would have existed, like in our future selves. Like I believe by the time I pass away, which let's see, I was born in 91, I predict I'll live till I'm 80, so 2061. 2061, there will be a man or woman inhabited on the moon, like living on the moon.
Don't people live on the moon now?
I heard NASA wants to send people to Mars within the next decade.
Oh yeah, but I'm talking about like there will be a house built, like there will be a community. House. There will be a community on the moon.
I think that's gonna happen sooner than you think.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, you said 2061.
But as a rough estimate, by the time I die. So what the average age is 80. So 2061.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right now the average age is 80, but by
I think it would
then-
be 2071. My bad. I'm getting my math all wrong.
Do you think we're, as a society, like, or as a, I guess as a global scale, do you think that we've advanced to where we're like to where we're at, or do you think like we should be farther than where we're at today? You know,
I think
like
I think we're farther than. Are you kidding me?
Wait,
From
I
like
don't
20,
understand the
20 years
question.
ago? Like, okay.
I don't. I think I'm trying to like word it better. Do you think we should be farther along than what we are with technology?
No, absolutely. Oh my God.
Like, do you
20
think-
years ago, we've advanced so far. Are you kidding me?
I don't really know how to answer. I don't really think we can answer that question.
Yeah, probably not.
Really, none of us really know enough to.
Like from, I don't know, like 20 years ago, we were still on dial up. 20 years before that, there was like no internet. And now we're talking about sending people to Mars. Like,
Internet.
What the fuck?
Internet. That's a big game changer.
Fucking
as a
internet?
whole.
Internet
Yeah.
has done a lot.
I mean, like, what even is the internet? It's just information.
It's the opposite of the outer net.
I mean, internet, man. You have every piece of information at your fingertips right now.
It's crazy.
I mean, what the fuck? That is.
There's a reason why they call us the age of information. Like, because literally we got all the information we need right
Who's-
here
who's
at our
they?
fingertips.
Who's the?
Oh my God, here we go with that
Just kidding,
big
shit for that
question
one.
again. That's an inside joke they've been giving me because I use the word they a lot when describing certain things. I'm like, who's they, Joe?
The internet's like such a cool thing, but yet it's used for people fucking. It's such a vicious place, man.
Internet
Oh,
rules. The internet
okay.
rules the world.
Oh, it does.
You don't
No
think,
doubt.
you don't think money rules the
But the-
world?
Money in the internet,
But the-
dude. The internet has definitely
The
molded
individual.
society into what it is right now.
Oh yeah. The
100%.
individual one-on-one conversation that us three are trying to have right now is a dying breed. It is
Dude,
dying.
we're literally streaming this to the internet right now.
Exactly.
On a fucking
But
fine piece
but
of
we're
technology.
actually communicating. So we're trying to make the best of both worlds.
I mean,
still.
people listening to this video are listening to it from their house,
Right.
or.
But I'm just saying
car,
from
or whatever
our
the
point of
fuck.
view. I'm just saying from our point of view. That's all I'm saying. Like,
I mean, what else is there to add to the internet? You know.
oh, I'm sure there could be a plethora of things to add. I can't really name any at the top of my head. Can you, Storm? What could be
No.
added to the internet? I'm sure they'll come up with something though.
I mean, what's the
But-
internet? It's just full of memes. That's all it is.
Gee.
I was actually listening on another Joe Rogan podcast, and this CEO from Twitter was on it. I can't remember. her
Jack
fucking
Dorsey.
name. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, she was talking about Tim Pool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like, I can't remember how many fucking tweets a day they fucking that Twitter has alone. I'm like,
Wow.
fuck, man, it was like 14 million or some shit.
Oh my.
Or I mean, it was 140 million. It was an insane number. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
damn,
tweets.
tweets.
Are you
like,
talking
yeah,
about
tweets.
like
No, on
tweets
Twitter.
total?
Yeah.
Tweets total from every single
From everybody
user?
in the world? Yeah.
Oh my God, there's got to be in the billions,
fucking
in the
insane.
trillions, maybe.
I think she said it was millions, but
There's no way. There's
well,
there's
not everybody's
already
got the fucking internet. Not
there's
everybody's got
300
Twitter.
million people in the U.S. That's not including China, who has a third of the population.
I can't
or-
remember, but it was some fucking insane number. And I was like, what the?
It's got to be in the
Maybe it
billions,
was
if not
I
trillions.
think it was billions. I'm not sure, but it was, dude. I mean,
Every single tweet, like, I don't know.
yeah,
But-
I don't know either.
I mean, it's got to be an insane number.
I mean, like, and the thing is like, the internet's such a cool thing to keep everybody. You know, I find it ironic. You know, the internet. You know, Facebook, Twitter. It's supposed to keep people, you know, like, intertwined with people's lives. You know, to stay connected
Oh.
to. But yeah, it's everybody's like so like angry on it and shit. You know.
Oh yeah, no question. Like it has a force for good and a force for evil. Like,
Like
my
the
dad.
like the piece of technology that's supposed to bring everyone together and keep in contact with each other is being used to fucking hate on everybody and people are fucking
to an extent, but
like,
it
what the
also
fuck?
it's also being used for what it
Oh, I'm
is
sure
to
it
bring
is,
people
yeah.
together. Like my dad, like his fucking like uncle or I don't know who, his cousin or uncle or whatever moved away since he was a kid. And I was just like, hey, Dad, look him up on Facebook. I'm sure you can find him somewhere. And he started messaging him, and he was like, holy shit, I haven't fucking talked to this guy since I was a kid. Like,
well, how many people actually use Facebook for its real purpose? You know, stay connected with family and shit. Maybe some friends every now and then.
I think
we're all friends with people from high school that we don't really fucking talk to anymore. I guarantee you probably talk to like what 5 of your friends on Facebook, if that.
I think
Maybe a couple of family members.
Facebook's been taken over by memes, like you said.
I mean, it's all memes and shit.
What do you think, Storm? Do you have anything to input?
No, not right now.
Well,
I don't blame him. It's kind of his first time.
Yeah. We're kind of talking in circles right now, but it's entertaining.
I mean, that's good technology.
That's, I mean, what you said about people staying connected with their friends and family. I mean, they still do, but it's more. I feel like it's more entertainment now. People want to see the funny shit on Facebook. They want to see drama. Well, they want to get involved in drama.
The keyboard warriors. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of one. When I first took into politics, but I mean, I was kind of bad. I mean,
glad.
I think one of the best moves I made was getting rid of my Facebook.
See, I'm jealous of that. Like, I feel like I'm addicted.
I've got my Snapchat, but it's because I got a lot of friends on Snapchat that I still talk to. I try to post it, the podcast and keep people updated with it. But
like, all I can say is I thank God, like, technology hasn't advanced since I got into politics. Like, I got into politics when Obama was running for president back in 2008, 2007. Like,
but I mean,
but we're not here to talk about politics.
I mean,
so let's move on.
That's crazy. People, I don't know if I fucking looked that up. I think it was like the average person spends 5 hours on their phone just like with non-useful stuff, just looking through memes or scrolling through random, whatever it is, on just random shit,
Mm-hmm.
And I think technology is really, it's done a lot of good for us. I'm sure a lot of people have their companies ran through social medias and stuff like that. And like I said, obviously you can talk to anybody you want to, with just a phone call, just a text or whatever. But I actually looked up a lot of fucking like negatives about phones. And everybody knows that I have a pet peeve on phones. And so I'm very like non-phone when you're out with friends at a lunch table or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
kind of put your phone in the middle of the table.
It's amazing how something that's so magnificent can be such a bad thing,
At the same time, yeah.
What was I think it's on my wall over there. Can't remember. The point of phones and social media is to keep people connected, but yet when you actually look at it in real life, you're not connected with the people sitting with you. You're divided because you're not talking to anyone.
That's crazy.
Like if you walk around like a big city, everyone's on their phones, missing everybody else,
right?
Because they're on their phones.
It's like
you're not talking to everyone
else.
So
to the whole world.
You're not really connected, Yeah, so it's kind of
exactly.
Can't remember the quote I have over there.
And I know that like people talk about that a lot, but when you stop to think about it, like it's crazy how technology has advanced where you can literally grasp 6 billion people into your handheld device and yet be so divided with the people right in front of you. It just boggles my mind.
Yeah, I think one of my quotes there's the more time we spend interconnected via social media and cell phones. I can't remember what this is. The less time we have to form like relationships and shit.
You got so much shit written on your wall, man. Which one are you looking at?
I mean, that was fucking a lot of fucking technology, man. Like I said, it really blows my mind. It really does. So, and I'm about to go on my phone rant. Because this is what I'm living for. And like I said, anybody that knows me knows that I can't stand phones.
All right, let's hear it.
And I've been trying to stay off my phone. Actually, I really think Sundays, man. I started reading this new book.
Dude, I hate to interrupt, but I grew up. Excuse me. I grew up with one of my best friends being Mormon and everything, and one of his, I guess, religious beliefs was every Sunday, like there was nothing, literally nothing. Like you weren't able to hang out with friends, so I wasn't able to see them. No contact with people, just no movies, just family time, and that's it. That's literally it.
Do you guys think
so I see where you're coming from. Like,
you guys think you can live without your phone for a week?
I did it on Kairos when I was a senior in high school, but that's a Catholic thing.
Like
I don't
right
want
now,
to get
like-
into religion, but
Right,
yeah,
well, right now.
I've done it before.
Storm,
I don't really talk to anybody, so yeah, probably.
whole fucking week. Man. I watched videos on people that went like a month without a fucking phone, man, and it said it changed their life. Like they had a whole new fucking perspective on
Wow.
like life.
See, isn't I mean,
That shit changes you, man. It really changes you.
I hate to be repetitive, but I mean, like, that's crazy when you think about it. Like, the world is at your fingertips. Like, you can fucking look at what's going on in Japan right now, and yet if you put that phone down and just take a look around you and just interact with the things right in front of you, I mean, you can just gain so much more.
You know what's happening in Japan, but you don't know what's happening 2 houses down from you.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like what?
Exactly. Like, I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy.
You know what's happening in China, but you don't know your kid's teacher's name. Probably
Right.
I mean, like shit. So I said one of the things I was gonna try to do is like every Sunday, man, just like turn the phone off, no TVs, just fucking hanging out.
I wish
just
I
enjoy
could.
time.
I mean,
One
I
of the
need my
books I was
phone for
reading-
my job. Otherwise, I would.
One of the books I
but-
started reading, the guy actually every Sunday does that, and he spends time with his kids and his wife, and that's it.
What book?
So yeah,
I know.
that's fucking.
I know what book.
That's awesome, dude. That is fucking insane. But it like really kind of tells you what's important, you know. So.
Oh, no question. No
I mean,
question
sure.
about it.
But no, back to my phone rant that I really want to get into.
Oh, here we go.
All right,
Let's do it.
I took notes of why phones are so negative.
Oh, so you know this is serious.
Oh, I researched this shit.
Oh,
I know.
Shit.
I fucking
All right. Researched it on the internet? Or did you go to the library and
Right,
look up
right.
it in the
It sounds like-
encyclopedia?
yeah, research internet. So I have a challenge for everyone out there. So I was reading, and they say, "Oh, what the fuck is it at? Where is it at?" Okay, so doctors and people that study say that you should stop using your phone at least 2 hours before sleep. And
That.
so my challenge to everyone out there that made it this far through the podcast: 2 hours before bed, no phone. Well, no screen really or anything that produces light.
That was going to be my next question.
Well,
could you watch TV?
TV,
or Hulu?
no, not TV.
No TV. 2 hours before bed.
Probably TV, maybe your phone.
But that emits blue light, just like your phone does.
Well, no, I think the blue light helps it. I think blue light definitely helps.
What helps?
Yeah.
Blue light's
Blue
bad,
light.
bad for your eyes.
Is it
Blue
Yeah.
light's the same light that
Oh, no,
emits from the sun.
the blue light filter, right? That there's in there a setting on your phone that's blue light
Yeah.
filter. Yeah, that's the thing at the
On the Android, not the iPhone.
another reason why Android's better than iPhone. But yeah,
Might I stand that I
Blue.
made that assumption?
the blue light filter. So 2 hours before bed. And they say that the light from the sun is like a human's natural way of waking up. And what it does is it releases what's it, fuck? God damn it, I had the shit written down too and everything.
Endorphins? Or
Is it endorphins?
I don't know. That's like the good feeling shit.
No, it was the chemical.
Serotonin.
No, it was. Fuck.
The wake up chemical.
There's a chemical that when the sun hits your eyes, it releases the chemical into your brain
Melatonin
to
or something.
Maybe.
Melanin or I don't fucking know.
Yeah, melatonin. Yeah. Well,
ironically, the same
melatonin
stuff that
helps
puts
you
you to sleep.
Yeah. It's a hormone for you to sleep, so that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And your like the light from the sun, like it wakes you up, or like it off throws your body, and that's like the light you're supposed to wake up to. Well, when you on your phone, it's why people have like a lot of sleeping like effects because they can't, because everyone falls asleep to their phone at night,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like when you do that, it's ruining your body. It's off throwing its chemicals that's supposed to help you sleep, which is melatonin. It's the thing that helps you sleep. So when you're looking at your phone, it doesn't produce that. So
that's crazy, man.
Yeah. So 2 hours before bed definitely helps out a lot.
That is crazy. Because I seen something that blue light produces the same light that sun rays does.
Yeah, so
it makes sense. So, like, because if you're looking at your phone, your body still thinks that it's daytime, since it's emitting the same light.
Yeah, I mean
it's not producing that darkness.
So 2 hours before sleep definitely helps with that shit.
That's crazy.
But like I said, there's I mean, like the fucking. How addicted do you think people are to phones?
Very addicted.
Like I work at a school and I walk around the school and I see second graders, first graders like on cell phones.
Oh, it's crazy.
Well, I think more second graders, third. If they're on a phone, they're on a fucking iPad, like continuously staring into a screen. I'm like, what? That shit's got to be affecting the kids like that. There's no way it's not.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, you're affecting. Kids at fucking young age. I mean, it's fucking with their brain. I mean, that shit's. It's amazing how this technology is so great for you, yet it's so bad.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, my uncle has 4 children, so my 4 cousins. I mean, they've been on their phones since I was. Since they were in like first grade, like you were saying second grade. I was like, when I was in first grade, second grade, I was like wondering what I was gonna be doing outside that day. What kind of activity I was gonna be doing?
I mean, people get like actual stress, like from their phones. Like if they don't have their phone for enough time, or like if they're on social media and they don't get enough like notifications, or somebody like dislikes their shit. There's like they actually get stressed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, what the fuck, man?
Jeez, like you're stressed about it. Oh,
one of the cool things actually I noticed from my pinky. About
getting a fucking like.
You ever look at your pinky as like a younger generation person?
Here we go.
It's got a bump on it, right?
I heard about this.
And like if you look at your grandparents, but there's no bump on their pinky along the whole thing.
That's crazy.
That's because of the way we hold our phones.
It is crazy. Seriously, when you get a chance, look at your guys' pinkies. And look at this pinkies. Fucking lump. Like right now. Seriously. Stop and look at it. Look at that
Joe,
fucking lump.
They're not looking at their pinkies.
Ask your dad, ask your mom, hey, show me your pinky. I bet they look different.
So,
your pinkies have a lump. But getting back to what you said, Wyatt, about
I really have 2 challenges. 2 hours before bed at night. And then in the morning. When you wake up, don't go straight to your phone. Maybe get up, make some food or something. Let's see how many people can actually do it. I'd love to see. So that was pretty much my way. I'm not a big phone person. So
no, but I mean, like getting back to what you were saying before, how you were saying like how seeing kindergartners, first graders, for God's sake.
It was more of like probably second or third.
On their first. Okay, so second and third grade, not that big of a difference. If we're being frank. Like, and you were saying that has to be affecting their minds in some way. I took this kind of somewhat off topic, but not really, if you think about it. I was in a fucking I don't even know what the fuck to call it, like a drug class in college, and we were studying like the different effects of drugs that could have on your body. And yeah, we were studying the extreme shit like meth and heroin and all that shit, but we were doing the moderate shit like marijuana and even caffeine, for God's sakes. And our teacher was like, and he was a big marijuana advocate, but he was like, I don't think anybody should smoke under the age of 21 because he was a psychologist, so he understood like the mind of people, and he was like, the mind is still maturing, if you will,
Right.
at that age. But he went even further than that. He was like, no kid under 21 should have any drug at all. And caffeine is considered a drug. So I have kind of mixed feelings on that. Like like if you look around, like we've been having caffeine. But I mean, then again, like you look 100, 200 years ago, nobody was having caffeine those days. But why have we progressed so much? Because we've been having caffeine. These are the questions
that will never be answered. Ever.
This is crazy. This
This device, this phone. Crazy. It's crazy. What's some other crazy inventions that we've... Video games? I mean...
Video games?
The fuck?
I'm getting my front windshield tinted.
That's a great invention.
A couple days.
Oh no, that's real technological advance. I mean, we got the phone, the car, the game systems. We have game systems now where you don't have to sit there and blow the cord out to plug it back into the PlayStation 2.
God. I was what was that, a couple weeks ago? I was playing with you and Storm in Xbox. And my controller didn't work, so I took the cord out and I blew in it. And you guys were looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing? You dinosaur. Like, nobody does that anymore. Oh my God.
So, I mean, that's pretty much it. Oh, we got
it ended up working, by the way. Just to be clear. So, yeah.
Cars. The light. Should we talk about the light bulb?
Oh. This one's for you, Storm.
No, I don't think so.
No. I have a smart bulb, and it's pretty cool.
We got fucking smart bulbs, dude. Storm has a couple of smart bulbs. Fucking from your phone, man.
Like 150 years ago.
A fucking light bulb from your phone.
Do you think Thomas Edison had a vision of smart bulbs in his head?
To clear things up, it just means you can remote control the light from your phone.
That's crazy. Like a light bulb.
What's next? We're gonna be able to fucking self-driving light bulbs, dude.
Who are we to say? Like, I mean, like we were saying. I mean, I'm not a betting man, but I mean, I'm not gonna bet. Like,
my money was on something. So
it's the driving lightning bulb.
The driving light bulb. So that's pretty much our little technologically speaking. Something I can barely say and spell, let alone that.
Technologically speaking. TECHNOLL. I was a spelling bee champion in my 8th grade spelling bee class.
So we got 2 questions. iPhone or Android. Then we got the Xbox, PlayStation, PC. Was it Switch? What's the better console of them all?
iPhone and PlayStation. Boom. End of discussion.
Yeah, end of discussion, dude. Joe's got it.
I think we're about to start. We're about to start a new fucking. We're about to start a new debate segment. Shit. It's gonna be a fight to the death. Android, iPhone. Dun dun dun. No, probably not.
Or how about we say PC or Mac?
PC.
It's basically the same question.
All right, Grandpa. So, this pretty much wraps up this video. I think we're done talking about technology.
And leave your comments below. Android or PC? Or Android or iPhone? Android or iOS if you want to get into technological terms.
Yeah, I think I'm done here. I'm going to bed. It is what, fucking 3 o'clock in the morning?
Oh shit!
Jesus,
fuck.
I'm about to get up at what, 7 a.m. to go on a run to the gym.
Oh my god, yeah, you're doing that run
Clanging and
alone,
banging.
motherfucker. Let me tell you, I was gonna join
Thank you guys
but
for listening to this podcast.
it's
If
kind
you
of
guys haven't
3 o'clock
learned
in the morning.
I don't expect you to learn anything. So, thanks guys for tuning in. If you guys haven't watched our other videos, check it out. Definitely our last one. I
Dude,
really like that one.
the last one, like I said, I shared it on
Definitely
Facebook. My
check that
boy,
one out.
my
I
homeboy
like
Wyatt
that a
right
lot.
now.
I like that a lot.
It was good. He
So,
summed it up pretty well.
Like always,
Check it out.
like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, and we will see you guys next time on the next video.
Bye.